Good morning once more and welcome to the Truth Morning Devotion. This morning we can talk about the role of political parties in fostering sustainable peace and tolerance in the run-up to the 2028 elections. We don't get a lot of, we'll put out the flyer yesterday for this conversation, the reaction of the people, and now that, they explain to we how political parties them very influential in the lives of people them, and also how they get a role for set agenda in with conversation and things the way they happen. Because they watched this morning over 200 comments just on the flyer, not even the start of the program, even before we start the program this morning, the reactions them, and making say political party them the following way they get, whether in power or in opposition. Get a lot of young people them where they listen to people where they lead them political party. So it's important for we understand say they get a role for playing with lives them and they get a role for playing setting the tone and agenda of the conversation and whose kind election we want and how the election get for be. So this morning I get Sidi Tunis, we are the National Publicity Secretary of the Opposition APC, and Mambu, National Public Relations Officer of the ruling Sierra Leone People's Party. Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome.
Good morning, Lamrana. Good morning, Truth. Thank you very much for getting here.
You're welcome. Mr. Mambu, good morning.
Good morning, Lamrana.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, your viewers.
Yes, thank you. I want to start with the statement with the president, the Kush Force. Mambu, this morning we play a video where on our leadership do, where they talk about the fight against Kush. Waiting go be the role of political parties in this, because a lot of people they follow now, then they listen to now, they understand. The other day I get Honorable Bundu Naya, they say sometimes even the political parties, they office them. If you check they get young people looking in a corner where they pan drugs business. But with this one, I don't start. What think will be the role of the political parties in this fight?
Thank you very much. Before I start, I don't know if that Domont the lock or the other Domont the lock, because until you see APC then on away per me, so I know only Sidi get away for one common ado, so I be only check if the Domont.
No, the Domont they open. We Domont.
No, well, for if you want to like how na boy keke or go lock the Domont.
Okay.
So now there I want for begin.
Okay.
However, that's just an aside. You see, I did draw you back to 2014, 2015, when the Ebola virus began at this country also. You see the whole way political party they be play. Now make normally for we na the SLPP we believe say where a national concern come, where something come where they threaten the very existence of we as a country, we don't for politicize them. Because we don't see in this country, just backstage, me and the PRO from APC, we be talk backstage, we agree on so many things, including now, if see the gap now, I go Kailao, I go Kenema, people they heal, I go sit down at their base. Few days ago, I be then at Teko Road, na Makeni, I sit down the man and they from Southeast, they sit down. Me man the chairman where they na Mende, he sit down they so na in the govern. You understand, Timini Bobode, Loco Bobode. You see the unity, the camaraderie. We can only scatter away politics term come. Now make you see the president push for make we get an inclusive government. So that then after 15 where they bring problem, we'll get election knocking day. Now, 2014, where Ebola come. You see what may happen. One set of the country not be agree for accept the things that we government be try for put forward. For example, like for Wasuan, you understand, and make sure so you get distance between where you compete. You remember, you be there. That's it. You be there. Star TV. I remember.
Of course, I cover president where he come for Lunge, man.
Thank you.
Travel with him to some
places. So a lot of people, the government by then they go through a lot of constraint. Forget the people from one side of the country for accept. You see where the opposition leader by then, President Bio now, being calm on all be there. When he come that day, I remember very well that I be there and this story. The very day where he reach, as he reach now also he come on, and State House he go.
Yeah.
He go to State House, he meet with the president. They be get a televised meeting, ask her waiting they go on. Not to say that the president send call him on, I ain't come because he see a need. Why am I saying this? Because the Kush, we know they left her no more to the government, INSSF, or to private sector for make sure they take the fight. political parties we say get for come on board. Now make for we at the SLPP, we don't launch a campaign, what we call the SLPP Drive No Kush campaign.
Okay.
We don't launch them. It's a very massive one. You begin a statement there yesterday from big guns them inside SLPP, including myself, the Secretary General. Today they continue for a year more. We will launch a big, massive SLPP No Kush campaign at this country.
Okay.
We I want for use this medium now for call on people for support we, especially in my office, the office of the publicity secretary, for make we get the resources so that political parties then self go champion. Because sometimes Lamrana, you know, me and you go agree on this morning and see this self no. People and they agree more, they listen more to them political leaders, they attach to them. We then go and tell them something, that they take them quickly than where Lamrana go talk something. They go say, Lamrana, now Ubayanda ide, Lamrana na this. You understand? But we political leaders go up before them, they talk to them on something, then quickly they listen. Because over the years, so the members of the public in this country, they're so attached to them political leaders. So I want to use this platform for call on well-meaning SLPP stakeholders, people will get the resources, make we put them together and support the party. In this we drive for join His Excellency. The president don't take the lead. I remember a few weeks ago, you say the president must listen. The president are supposed to really listen. You talk and I have plenty there. And the last 1 week, you see, the president not only they na free tongue, but we don't use the last 1 week effectively for talk about Kush, for move, self move. Every statement he don't make, he don't do them about Kush. Now the president don't make that the way now the leader of we party. What thing we they do now? As a party, when the leader talks something, it's policy. We now for take them now and run with them. Now that's exactly we the SLPP they do. You don't begin see, you go see more videos out today from the SLPP big ones there around the world. You go see everybody when a stakeholder within the SLPP go pull video around the world, they support His Excellency for law able for Fet Kush. By next week, if we get the resources we want, which I know SLPP gets people away like the party and they like this country, I do know say they will support my office and the party for law get the resources we required so that we'll go hit every chiefdom in this country together with two colleagues and APC.
Now that I will ask,
this is a drive.
A joint statement, a joint message.
Of course, and now inside this studio we begin formal. Thank God the national PRO there. Miss FDR from the APC, Miss FDR from the SLPP, the national PRO from APC in there. From here now, we go sit down, they drive with and go to SLPP party office direct. We go sit down, or we drive go to APC party office. We get a meeting, work on a concept where I do know say from both political party side, they will support us. I know say we'll get support. And we also they use this platform for call on people that we get resources we care about this country for come and support we now the SLPP secretariat so that we'll go hit every chiefdom as political party for talk to political party supporters for make sure say we end Kush now this country. And what the end Kush? Not for President Bio, not for government. Because when the Kush they kill, see,
I always say that now, drugs and problem na this country. When they sell the drugs to people, and then they say couchy party card. No, let me hear it from Sidi. Sidi, as a political party also in opposition, you know, waiting now your role in this fight. The president don't call for concerted efforts, everybody for join in this fight.
Well, thank you very much, Lamrana. Even before the president they make the call, we, na a party, we don't be very active in we advocacy against the use of not only Kush, but drugs generally. We realize, say, we country don't they become a drug nation in a sense, with the area about all types of drugs, tramadol, molly, ecstasy, and you know, when we look at people affected, we see say now mainly young people, you know, university students. They go now they don't even they go to we picking them at secondary schools them, and so for we see I'm say very disturbing. So we not see this fight as a political fight. We see them as a national fight, and that is why from the onset, waiting we don't refuse for do, now for allow this for be reduced to a battle between the SLPP and the APC. We don't totally refuse for accept that one day. And we as a party, we been already pass instruction to all of we structures them, from ward level, constituency level, district and national. And we don't even instruct with MPs, with councillors, for take the fight to the communities, which is why if you look, you go see say several people are involved in engagements and at their respective communities, from members of parliament to councillors to even the one where they aspire for be flag bearer and our party, Cherikoko, Dr. Mara, you know, they're all, Jagaban, JFK, they're all involved in that kind of fight then they. But when they take them above that one, they as a political party. They launch a massive push campaign tomorrow. Now we party office, the organizing department, and we colleagues then at the diaspora, they plan now and they launch them, and we take that battle day now to the communities as well as a political party, because the whole idea, we get several aspects and we'll get for a look at in this drug fight. One, we don't see now say the use store increase, and you don't begin to get direct impact on we young people and people, and they, you know, their situations are not correct. It don't begin to affect families then. That is one aspect of it. And then we get for also look at the supply. Whether then they bring the components, then how then they bring them, which are some of the laws, the way they make this country not able to deal with them, fine. We get for now look at their laws then they, and prevail on with parliamentarians then for see how we go able for amending laws then they, so that the penalties will be tougher for them one the way they come with then killer drugs them now this country, or even the components the way then they use for manufacturing drugs then they. But beyond that, they also want for join for advocate, you know, whether in a private sector now or in our government, for make sure say we expand the facilities them in this country.
Yeah, the rehab centers.
The rehab centers. Expand the facilities, and they foresee how we're able for cater, for care for the one they already we don't become addicted, we need help. You know, because now I see president where you go to the rehab center, and we see say the capacity for that particular rehab center there is about 150 people. And from the statistics we area about, we get about over 5,000 people we already affected. So it tells you that yes, that facility the government don't put money there, but they not enough. We need to get more of them kind of facilities. Then they may be in every district. We say we go get people them we go cater and care for them. It tells you also that as we talk about human development, these are areas also we'll get for focus, how we go train people, psychiatrists, counselors, and all of them things, then they for make sure say then rehabilitate then we young people and they will don't become addicted and hooked
possibility
to
they follow get a joint statement, a joint collaboration with the ruling party in this fight, because like Mambu mentioned, in the fight with Ebola, we see say former President Biona when the opposition join the government then for support the fight. If possible, they'll get that.
It is possible, but again, Lamrana, I think we as authorities also get for be responsible, and we get for be sincere. We get for be responsible in the sense we get for be mindful of statements that what they make, because their statements then they get a tendency for undermine the fight. Because if you begin for make statements, for example, we say you want for point fingers at somebody else, then you make the fight more difficult, because now you want for begin for blame. And this is not time for blame game. This is time for action. And the action that they require concerted effort. Ebola, we came together, we fought Ebola, and we succeeded. Corona, we came together, we fought Corona, and we succeeded. Every time this country don't face challenge, one political party not able for end that challenge day. Now only would they come together, would they able fight the challenge, and would they fight them quicker. So it don't tell we say, whenever we work together sincerely and genuinely in the interest of the people of this country, we always they succeed with whatever we want for do. And that is what is required now this fight against Kush and all other killer drugs who they see in this country. So we are prepared, we are ready. When the whole issue starts, for example, you see how committed we did. You see how committed the mayor did, to a point that even when they asked her for data, she was able to produce the data immediately, because we don't track this for a very long time. And so we are open for work with government. We are open for work with the SLPP jointly and sincerely, and we only hope say themselves will bring that sincerity there on board, so that we all go fight this menace and take them out of the country.
Thank you so much, Sidi, and thanks, Mambu. We they look forward with the people, you know, it's good if the people and see on our 2 power, you know, TVC or flyer with the same message, say collectively the political parties them. They fit this fit. It is send a very big message. People can go understand, say, this is not politics, it's a social crisis, and we need for address them. If there are things where we all need for come together, because like we say and agree, say, the Oxford and the seller, they never ask which political party you belong to. And they sell and get anybody, and we all can be affected. Now go proper into the conversation this morning. So very recently, on the 28th October 2012, there's a joint statement by civil society organizations on safeguarding the neutrality of the security forces and upholding democracy ahead of the 2028 elections. I read briefly on them. It says, we civil society organizations committed to the rule of law, peace building and democratic governance in Sierra Leone issue these statements amid alarming rhetoric threatening our peace and institutions as we approach the 2028 elections. We condemn the remarks by SLPP Chairman Jimmy Batilo Songa insinuating military use against the opposition APC and the escalatory comments by opposition whip Abdul Karim Kamara evoking post-election conflict. Such statements erode trust in AGSLAF and risk reigning divisions. In a democracy, the security sector must remain neutral, apolitical, and subordinate to civilian authority, serving all citizens. Mambu, I'll start with you. I'm sure you don't see this press release, and it emanates from a statement where the civil society organizations then they refer to from the leader, the chairman of una party. Una take responsibility of what he say and in no way agree with what civil society say, or una apologize and say sorry to the people of this country?
Well, first of all, we think say that set of civil society we put out that press statement, they have not been honest to the people of this country.
Okay.
You know, they can say, no wait for an opportunity for make you react. If you genuine about a situation and you want to see a genuine change, you get for take a more it begins small. Any side way it begin, now then you get for take a. First make a clarify. With chairman in statement, Sir Jimmy Batilo Songa, the poor man party, not be in any way and any form call for any sort of violence or the use of any army na this country also for make we retain power. Within that statement they about was for put together, for example, the army of presenters and reporters of truth media for make sure they wanna capture the media airwaves. So in context, that is exactly what we chairman but they try for portray, but they try for effectively communicate to we supporter them. For say, hey, there's a new sheriff in town, we put together, we awaken the SLPP army of stakeholders, grassroots support base, and sympathizers around the world for make sure say we get ready, we're fired up for maintain power in 2020.
Is it that you put them into context now, or in that
no,
tone
that's
way
it.
in Siam?
The way
it was not self-explanatory as you're
no,
putting
it
it
was
this way.
self-explanatory because if you look inside a comment to the point where it mentioned army, political army, you go see say it was in context. All was within the confines and the context of we political party in REM. You know, jump that REM day. For say they call, if you want call on the army, they begin with the army chief of staff. You go say, they call on the army chief of staff. They call on the IG. Now they begin. But it was specific.
So which one are this army? Which one are this army? What is the army in your context where you they put
I don't
out?
make an example to you. You na Lamrana, now you the head truth media. You can put together this morning, like right now on air, say you don't put together an army of media experts them for can join you na truth media for make sure say wanna capture the media airwaves and salon. Effectively, you don't put them within context. So the word army used in the context, you categorize them at the category of media and you work what you do. Because anytime they use the word army, military, it's a group of people where they come together, we share the same idea under a command.
Is the SLPP backtracking? Are you backtracking because
no, we are not.
Of this press statement?
No, we are not. We don't put out a press release. But I come to this press statement now from the civil society. Them we come together. We put out this press release. Of course, we don't say they're not to civil society. They're not APC.
No, but how can you say that?
No.
You have no, but I'll call the name of the civil society. Then how can you? This
no,
you get IGR in this. You get SLAJ. I mean, I'm a member of SLAJ. I'm not APC. By the way, I'll clarify that. I'm a member of SLAJ. I'm not APC. You get Campaign for Good Governance. You get CGG. You get Lawyers Society. You get 50-50 group. You get Budget Advocacy Network. We put out this press statement.
Okay, let qualify my statement now. Prior to the statement where Jimmy Batilo Songa make, AKK, they run away honorable, we run away per mina studio. They don't put out statement of calling for war, we red be na liberty. Long, before we even go to a convention. What did this same civil society group did? Nothing, absolutely nothing.
So does that make them APC?
No, I can't. They did nothing about it.
No, but I'm asking you for clarify because you say they are APC.
No, I say APC leaning.
Yeah.
I don't say they are APC. I say
but
APC leaning.
Yes.
So I qualify
so does that make
statement.
them APC leaning?
Of course, they
not call,
of course,
call out?
because listen, they say what is good for the Jews will also be good for the Ganda. If, for example, we honorable AKK, they don't make that statement long ago. Say this country, if the election go in 2028, the way 2023 go, there will be war in this country. The same group of CSOs been grabbed and hit them hard. Now, when we chairman make that statement within context, oh, now they come on now, the public they go on our side. You know why? Because we go get a reference point. We go reference say, okay, we don't do them. Anytime we hear hard word from political leaders.
But in this same press release, they condemned AKK.
No. This is, you know what they do so in that press. They come out from that field. Now they are come out. What they do so now? The intention of that press release now be for hit SLPP. But they say, no, if they do them, other man they don't do them. So because this don't happen now, Lord bring the car inside small.
Yes, so let's look at
Lord bring the car inside. So the context.
So let's look generally at the context of condemning them statements.
So generally,
you know, because you, like you say, you don't come on as civil society. There are things you deal with. There are things where sometimes it go gets to a point. Like you said, the chairman is a very senior position within the SLPP. You know, they lead a very big political party where they run the country. You know, and if he make a statement where civil society thinks say we need for weighing on this, it is their responsibility rather than looking at their political leaning or accepting and say, yeah, we accept and we for address this.
The statement where we chairman make not in any way invoke violence or call for war in this country. Nothing. We chairman make that statement within context of a political party. When you get new leadership in any organization, then they accept that, then the supporters of that group, like the SLPP, they expect the leader for wake them up, for give them new hope, give them new zeal. I don't tell you the definition within context of what's in the word army mean in any context. In any context.
How want they re-energize on a base? Is it about letting them know or telling them that we nearly lost this election, we win this election any kind of way, or letting them understand that it's an election you're going into and it's going to be a free and fair election, and preparing their mind, say, as a political party, if we lost, if we accept the election, rather than letting them just believe, say, we're not for win the election in any kind of way.
So I know say you're a journalist, you get enough education and knowledge for understand, say, SLPP is a democratic leaning party. The APC is a communist leaning party. Down there, I know say you know.
No, I'm asking you about the SLPP. I go ask Sidi about the
Okay,
APC.
so I come now to the SLPP. For we at the SLPP, democracy now with lifeblood. We they eat and sleep democratic principles and policies. Now I make the democracy of this country also. We get leaders na SLPP. We don't lay their life down for them. Like President Bio, you know the things and what he don't do in this country. For sure say he's a true Democrat. He portray him in 1996. He even portray him in the 80s. Where he decided for raise a right hand up and take an oath for die for this country. Why others then they obeyed. He do him. So that one day itself, an analogy or a acronym of a democratic credentials of an individual. 1996, we see waiting President Bio by then do also in this country. Where in colleagues and no one organize election, he organize a public school in the interest of the people. As he gets the power, during then age then day, and not say no, la fala Blaise Campari, there will be sit down na places like Burkina Faso. I'm a military officer. He say waiting, make her carry the people and go na be into money. He asked the people in question, what do you want? You understand the people and say, want election before we go for peace. President Bio yielded. And not even put, you see the unique aspect of President Bio and the SLPP leader who get today. At that time, would they see other military leader than today, that they pull uniform, they wear clothes, then turn up for the same election when they conduct. Not to so, sir, Lamrana. That they do one. But what in President Bio be do 1996, and not even decide for stand at the election. It just facilitates the process for it be fair, credible, and transparent. And when the winner, remember, na United Nations, now they send James Jonah for can conduct that election.
So,
and at the end of that election, I can't not just land.
Yeah. So the question why they ask is
no, I can't. I tell you why are the give.
I'm asking about the SLPP.
I know. Me na post we like for set the ground and I like for tell a story. Let you listeners and you viewers they understand. Outside the SLPP democratic credentials they come on. So for we na the SLPP with democratic credentials, it's unmatched. So now it make when we day within the confines of we party, what thing we they do always. Now for talk to we supporter them, for step up, make them get hope, make them believe say the leadership where they now, where they use all democratic means, where they within with disposal and within the laws of Salon for make sure say we energize we base, for make we win the 2028 election. Lamana. Every political party they go into an election for win. Yeah. They talk with APC no one hear from we and we will get for continue for well some of them. No one hear from we now what they say would they use all democratic means necessary for win the 2028 elections. And the objective of any political party, I don't know well APC there not to, for win election, not to win at the objective, but for we now the SLPP, we main objective, Lamrana, now for win an election. So whatever we they do within the confines of the laws, we govern we party and we govern this country also. We they use them for make sure say we effectively energize we base. We wake up we base. Get them ready for knock on doors. Hit community to community. Take the message of development from the SLPP. Hit every street. Hit every corner. Hit every school. Every hospital. Every university.
Mambu. We don't get that point. Say. At least we don't get.
Win the election.
At least we don't understand. Say, the press statements. Waiting una say. Waiting you say. The chairman say.
The public take them out of context.
But una not get any reason for apologize.
No, we not do nothing wrong. We don't absolutely
Sidi
nothing
Tunis,
wrong.
as well, we don't hear continuously from the APC and members them of the party where they go on radio and other mediums them. They say, there is one na Liberty where one of the publicity people say, una go make the country ungovernable if una not win the election or if they rig the election in 2028. This rhetoric and statements about making the country ungovernable, this press release clearly cites the Honorable AKK. What's in our position on this? Is it that una say for win election at all costs, otherwise nobody know for win?
It is not about winning election at all costs, Lamrana. It is about making sure that we have a free, fair, credible election where the outcome will be accepted by the people of this country. I mean, for we very deliberate in we statements than what they make. We deliberate because, with the Yeri, from time to time, statements where the Sierra Leone People's Party or government officials then they make. It is not just SLPP officials. Government officials, they make statements them way, representative of, the unwillingness for make sure, say, we get a democratic process where free, fair, and credible. And we also done the Yeri statements of threat. When Mambu and others been the campaign for them positions them, we read the statements then with them they make. Mambu, for example, and I they remind them back, make statements the APC na party we not like Safiai, they like war. We na the one that we go take the war to them. You know, these are statements. So it tells
So
you.
una self the same war rhetorics,
Lamana, we did talk from out of experience here. Prior to 2023 election, these were statements we hear statements about, oh, anybody will criticize SLPP will for mob justice them. Anybody will not to SLPP, will not support SLPP, not to true Sierra Leonean. We hear them statements and we hear statements about, you know, using the forces for make sure say then thwart the will of the people. And we see say then bring their statements then they to fruition. We see the numerous attacks then we come under as a political party. We see numerous attacks then we MPs them and other elected officials then come under, whether now in parliament or out of parliament. So we don't get that experience then they, and we see say indeed then leave on to their words with and say, and then use the forces them against we into 2023. I always they tell people on the 25th of June 2023, when they attacked the APC office, when they shoot inside it and killed Amami Maawa Dumbuya, I was the first person who stepped out of that office day. Me know what I see. The barrage of military and police then what I see that day. I see people to the ranks of generals, AIGs, them being dead. Where the officials then they shoot inside the office. So it is not only junior ranks, the senior members of the military and the police they also been present
so
with
is
that.
that why the APC is also sounding militant and saying, una take responsibility for this statement and stand by them?
It is not so much sounding militant. It is actually calling out the forces for make themselves understand, say,
but Mambu is not speaking for the forces.
No, but then they are making reference to the forces. Now then the SLP. Lamrana, if na me Sidi Yayah Tunis be make that statement where Jimmy Batilo Songa make, I for don't in a CID. If na me make the statements the way Mambu they don't make about war, APCD, I for don't in a CID. But we're not hearing nothing from the police, we're not hearing nothing from the ONS, we're not hearing nothing from any of them, and these are things we don't see in the past. So we don't see them now say, okay, so what? You want to use the forces again? It is not against the APC, it is against the people. Because APC is not just a political entity. Now the people, they go out there and vote for the government where they want to vote for. So if you say you stop the APC, you are not stopping us. You are stopping the people of this country. At the end of the day,
stand by the statement say, una go make this country ungovernable if una not win the election?
We will not accept any outcome we're not credible. We will not accept any outcome where they ensure say the military and the police are used for stop the APC.
Sidi, do you stand by the statement of Honorable AKK as a political party that's going to make this country ungovernable?
I don't see the context in which Honorable AKK talked the statement where he talked. But what I'm saying here as National Publicity Secretary, we have been a peaceful political party. We have been a democratic party and we continue for preach peace and democracy. We also get a responsibility, Lamrana, for ensure say the people of this country get the right for elect, do what they want for elect in a safe and sound environment. And whatever process that we for use as a country for ensure say they elect without they get for elect, that process they get for be credible, it get for be free, it get for be fair. If we see say not credible and the ECSL one for Twatam as we saw in 2023, we will not accept the outcome, and whatever it is that we have to do democratically, we'll do for make sure say they stop them just as they want for stop.
Moses Mambu, how political party them? What's in now a role actually? You know, at this time ahead of 2028. So now the political party they not get flag bearer it. Now the executive then they run the party now they send message them. What's in now a role in for ensure say we sustain the peace we'll get? And we now make statements them as politicians and political parties them where go you know threaten the peace of this country.
Okay, Lamana, law said the premise. I find this morning we'll see there, law use opportunities like this as political leaders for educate we public and we self. Between the two political parties there, when we talk about democracy, when we talk about acceptance, when we talk about peace, waiting really they happen. Waiting really na the context or waiting really na the truth. Until we dey for talk through this morning. So make the people they understand the truth. So there are a few questions when you come to Sidi, I want to put the question there to her. What does fairness, free fair, what does that mean in the context of democracy? Does it mean only when you win an election? Because we don't see in this country, Lamrana, in 2007, we don't see where Christiana Top used the act.
Mambu, that's a question we get for asking all.
No, Adikam, no.
What it mean for win election? No, I want let me set the pace. What are they ask? No, no, I not say you can, but I want let you deviate from the question.
No, I know deviate. I want to answer some of it. Make some points here. What I need for clarify.
Okay.
Before I go to your question, Lamrana.
Okay.
You know why they make this point here between SLPP and APC? First is acceptance of result. Second is the protection of the peace where we get in this country. We see in 2007 and 2012, Christiana Top effectively do something where before them lead to war. Effectively for them lead to war in this country also. But the SLPP been very professional, and we know the whole will play from get this peace here. In 2007, for example, when the Christiana Top called the election result, where SLPP first of all what happened, we called the election result. Solomon Ekuma Bewa took his phone and called former President Kuruma and congratulate him. Ask Sidi Wesidonya. There is no record whatsoever for say the opposition leader been congratulate President Bio in 2018. And no one day happen. Because the beginning of creating peace, it starts with acceptance. If you accept something, what in the SLPP do next? We take the matter na court. We see in 2023, even though we APC know the laws, then sabi the law the way they govern election process na this country, we then declare the winner. The constitution says 7 days. You for file a petition na the Supreme Court. They no do one. Then take the back door. What is the back door? They say no, we they sit down. We don't they participate. Even though we don't know the law them, they know exactly what thing for do. They say waiting disaggregated data. We don't know say the laws they're very clear on waiting for happen around disaggregated data. So why am I saying this, Lamrana? Would they have for talk the truth to the people and where they look with this morning? Between them two political parties, make we put we record on democracy and peace. Now the table this morning, so you listeners and you viewers around the world go able to rate between the two political parties. For we now the SLPP, I tell you this. We very responsible. We own up to what we they say, and we know say we not only they govern this country, but the democracy and peace of this country rest on our shoulders. Not to today.
What's in the message of the SLPP in the build-up to the 2028 elections? How, as a political party, we are going to ensure say the messaging is important and it help for sustain the peace in this country?
So na three way. For example, the messaging aspect of the party get for be shaped by my office. Right now, my office need work for put expert them together. We can put together 3-year strategic plan for the communication strategic plan. I don't go far with the plan. I need to put together the expert them for me to clearly develop SLPP communication strategic plan for 3 years between now to 2028, building up to the election. That's one. So when we don't get that one day, now we guiding principle that one day on how we get for communicate. How we get for communicate responsibly as a political party is very important. How we get for the communicate effectively for make we support and buy we message. Because when you send message out, you get for you message need for be convincing to a point that you back them up with evidence so that the audience who you try for target then go believe your message and go stand by your message. So the SLPP, because the 2028 elections get for be mainly won around messaging. What have we done for the last 10 years when we take up power? What we don't do effectively, we positively they affect the lives of the people. What we don't do now devil hole for give the light. Is devil hole seeing the light we President Bio don't put today? Yes or no? This is clear cut messaging. What we don't do for give lights in Cambia after 42 years where APC left there in darkness? What have we done to effectively provide light to the people of Cambia? Does the people of Cambia Township have electricity? Is that electricity working? Does that mean development? We then go able to cold and water and picking and go able to sit on a net for study. So effective messaging, an effective messenger is what the SLPP will be putting together for go into the 2028 elections. We also get for be mindful about rhetorics, messages. We go bring division.
Exactly.
We go bring chaos. And with strategic communication, strategic plan where they work on now, get for take care of all landing. How will they shape the thoughts of the political leaders? We flag bearer, for example, we get for come very soon. When I get for this, when
una dey get the
no,
flag
I'm not
bearer?
going to tell you down there now, but down there, no worry. Right now, we not get no flag bearer. The SLPP not get any flag bearer right now. Within the happy right now, we focus on the big 5 game changers for make sure say by next year, Met give 60 megawatts, we come out from the eastern part, so that Freetown, finally, Freetown, people like you. Lamrana, and by the way, we not Truth Media. You don't tell, you don't talk about EDSAO. You don't tell, now they program here.
It means you know they watch Truth Media.
No, you don't say.
No, you know they watch.
Lamrana, you don't say.
No, you know they watch.
No, Lamrana, no, talk to
No, you know they watch.
No, okay, between me and you,
you know they watch. No,
between me and you.
No,
hold on.
No, I agree.
I watch Truth Media.
Wait, Larry.
No, ring the bell.
Wait. Hold on first. Let me agree now. I say even last week, I commended Honorable Kande Yumkela.
I know.
And I even mentioned, say, in plan we get a long-term plan.
No way they commend Honorable Yumkela extend that to the leader of the SLPP.
Who done the leader of?
And he's also the Minister of Energy. President Bio.
But Kande Yumkela is part of government. If I say I commend government,
no, extend that to the leader of the SLPP.
Mambu.
Now political season we can go everything.
Well, me not a politician. You know the politician.
No, so now maybe they extend that for you now.
You get right for talk politics. But quickly, I want to ask you, what's the assurance where you give people of this country say, in on our messaging, in the build-up to this election, we definitely go get, like you talk about your strategic plan. It will be about issues and not so the statement them we go divide we, as we they prepare for the 2020.
Okay, before I answer that, SLPP, we campaigns will always be about issue. We know they talk about how for hard the prices of women. You understand? We know they ever talk about Andy. You understand? Or talk about how Kamakwe would go together and hold meeting. That is not the message of the SLPP. The SLPP is always about substance. We are always about messaging, and we stay on messaging when we communicate, so we support us them and to this country on how we want for take up power and what we want for do. Now, we go with the feed salon. Today in a salon, importation not drop by 8%. By next year, according to WFP, it is estimated that the importation of rice go reduce by 39%. Now, that message and then we want for take. For care and go to we people. So I assure the public this morning, we na the SLPP, we know the fall 3 messages I want left with you. 1, we they talk to we people effectively for make them not fall for the games of the APC. Because this game mode they don't begin play, not today they begin play them. They don't play the same game 2007. That is for create fear in the minds of Sierra Leone, for say, if APC not kind of power, there will be war, there will be problem. We go get voter apathy and also make sure say voters they not turn out of fear and they win. We don't see this game before. So messaging number 1, we message get for be democratically forceful. For tell we people and say, vote on ideas and things and where they carry this country go before. Not things and where they create fears in your mind. Sierra Leoneans they don't pass that one day. Okay. Now, I make under we messaging with the bill what we call the funky aspect of SLPP, making it sexy and attractive to the young voters.
Okay.
Number 2, would they ensure say we stay on message ahead of 2028 because there has been tremendous gains. If we stay on messaging regarding those gains, we President Bio don't do. Would they win the 2028 election, Lamrana, on first ballot? Number 3 and the final one, party unity. Would they make sure say any side where we go? For give out with messages them. Make a BC with the do in the best interest for unify we party. Okay. Because Lamrana, when SLPP is together, take this message home today and make a headline. When SLPP is together, APC they lost the election day. There has been no election where APC win now this country. Where A, not to where SLPP scatter, or B, not to Christiana top help them. Okay. And no one day happy.
Sidi, how as an opposition political party, how una go ensure say una messaging and media engagement like Yayah be about the issue and not to rhetoric them or statement them we go bring threats of fear in the people them as we build up to the 2028 elections.
We in a responsible political party, Lamrana, when you look at this country developmental landscape, the APC responsible for most of the development we don't happen at this country. Every time the APC they in power, that is when you see massive development. That is when you see with the offer opportunities to the populace generally. Students then go get SLG, students then go get the tuition paid at a lower cost. You go see Would they talk about free quality health for Bella woman and Kumradem? You go see we go embark on a massive infrastructural development, whether on a road, buildings and all. You go see we go talk about improving the health. You go see we go talk about electricity. In fact, as far as we are concerned, most of what they happen at this country right now, whether in terms of energy provision, don't delay, because we are far ahead. You know, I always can tell people and say, why they read the SLPP, they talk about taking energy to Cambia, this, that. These are projects who I don't delay, because as far as I know, I was in governance. We had the rural electrification project where we've been supposed to connect all the 149 chiefdoms in this country. As at the time we were leaving power, we already don't do 50. And there were resources available for complete Dawandi. So as far as I know, inside these 7 years, no chiefdom not for in this country were not connected to electricity, because that project was already on. So they don't delay. So we are not a party we they do something just because we get closer to election, we won't forget what we will go use for campaign. No, when we come, we develop, and we develop overall. And that is why we always stay on message. I see Mambu the twat, you know, the history of this country where it comes to party with democratic, we don't they accept elections. When you look back even to the history from 1967, the first political coup happened in this country now because of the SLPP refusal for accepting 1967 elections. So that made them remove Shaka Stevens when the first coup d'etat happened in this country. In fact, most of the coups don't happen in this country now against the APC. A democratically elected APC government, they go remove them forcefully. You know, so
and we don't see democracy. We don't see transition. But how do we sustain this?
No, they can't.
Especially as political institutions. And are very important in sustaining the peace of this nation.
Yeah, that is where I'm coming. Because, I mean, they talk about history. In 2007, we were, you know, pronounced winners. People were running out. SLPP people, they run out of this country because of what they do the APC at that time. What did President Ernest Bai Koroma do? He went on air and said, okay, when all we don't come, where they run, I don't ask nobody for run. When I come back, this now salon, now we all get this country, let all come for build this country. For 3 months, President Koroma went to cabinet with SLPP ministers. In no rush for pull anybody. We had ambassadors who stay in our office until 2 years, 3 years in Ernest Bai Koroma government. SLPP, Tijan Kaba appointed ambassadors because to him, this country belongs to Sierra Leoneans who all be need for work together for push this country forward. And that is why post 2007, we had that. Now they talk about congratulating, you know, President Biono ever congratulate President Koroma in 2012? He did not.
He go court. He challenged the result.
Exactly, he did not. So when we talk about that, we always don't get that kind of situation in this country. But now look at what happened in 2018. When the SLPP was declared winner, we had party offices burnt down. You know, APC party offices burned down. We had homes belonging to APC people burned. We had people attacked. Did we ever?
This happen every other term. Sidi. Now, they ask now, how do we address this? Because you can remember as well, after 2007, the SLPP party office was attacked in Freetown.
Yeah, but then what happened after that?
You know, every other time we go get commission of inquiry, report about it. But as young people, them, where they talk for them party then now, how do you change the narrative and ensure, say, it be about issues? And make sure say our supporters them understand say this election is not about who that win and not do or die. It's about who that win fairly.
So now they can because they try for so you get to understand the differences in these political parties and how the different leadership they don't deal with their issues then they will don't emerge or we don't come up post elections. You see the reference where they make what did President Koroma do after that one day? He went to the SLPP office, right, and engaged JOB. He went there, say no, this not represent me party, this not represent me government. This country belongs to all Sierra Leoneans. This now something we are condemn and not support and we they investigate and we they bring to book all who are responsible. All of the attacks will don't happen on APC offices. Would I ever hear it from President Bill? No. We never had.
No, he has
No, Lama.
No, didn't he address the nation after the agreement for national unity?
No, Lama.
Not that culminating the agreement for national unity.
I am saying all of the attacks will don't happen. Now APC offices. All of the attacks will happen post 2018, post 2023. Unlike waiting President Nkrumah do, we never read that. So these are the way how we, the leaders, they handle them things. Then they show this country how we for proceed going forward. You understand? That is exactly what I'm saying. Now we are young people. We sit on here, where they talk about democracy, where they talk about how we want this country for go. Lamran, I'm a national publicity secretary of the main opposition. I always say the only reason why this country peaceful now because we now the APC don't remain peaceful. I mean, all of the provocations we don't get now this country. We are very much confident that we are government in waiting. We know the sugarcoat with development. It is out there for people to see. Whenever we are in governance, will they impact the lives of the people of this country positively? Will they make sure, say, their livelihoods, they improve? Will they make sure, say, the cost of living reduce? Will they make sure, say, the standard of living increase? And that is why we always know, say, when we have a process that is credible, that is free, that is fair, we go always win election. And we have never ever refused for handover power who we lost election.
So for now waiting now a credible, free and fair election.
The laws of this country are clear as to how elections will be conducted. You know we're going to polls, you see policemen in the fire tear gas. You know they're going to polls, the RRF forms are not available. You know we'll get an elections where they announce results. 2 days later, results not available. Anybody they ask for results in all day. ECS not able to produce results. This not able to produce results. I mean, people they say the APC not go court. What do you go to court with? When the one way you want for challenge, the person don't refuse for make it available to you. So I mean, these are what we they talk about when we talk about a fair process, a credible process, not anything any way they talk on.
Okay.
And when those are, we go by the laws and we stay within the provisions of the laws, and when we are confident, we have no issue. When they win 2018, we go. And because we had our results, we also challenged the issue in our court, by the way, the 2018 election. When did we get judgment? Okay. 3.5 years later. So these are all the issues that we talk about when we talk about a sound democracy in any country. And you know, Lama, you make reference to the fact say we are young people. Now we in this country, so right now, you know, when they talk about energy, for example, they say they commend, you know, Honorable
Dr. Kande
Yumkela. You know, because you feel, say, the energy don't improve. And many times, we in the opposition, when we call press conferences, we speak about those issues. And we profile alternative solutions. I always tell people and say, the amount of money that we were paying to car power, not sustainable and not make sense. If we can only make sure, say, we thermal plants, then we will get now this country work. It is far less expensive for manage them, for run them, than depending on car power. Because we are paying $7 million a month to car power. It not go cost we $7 million, whether not for fuel, whether not for maintenance, for take care of all the thermal plants that we'll get at the city of Freetown. So these are issues we will only discuss, and we're glad that Kande Yumkela listen and they don't implement some of them things then and we now they talk about sustainable provision of electricity. But that is what working together, government as an opposition mean. Not to for council don't begin to threaten, say we'll go bring war if we not win election.
Moses Mambu, as a political party also, we don't see, you know, this conversation about the elections, the institutions, them. We get tripartite recommendations and we don't come out how the election for one, waiting for do for ensure say the election free and fair. But for una self as a political party in power, how una they assess, waiting una pointers them and agreement say yes, we agree say this election is free and fair, we lost them or we win them, and we accept say it go the right way.
So before we get to that, I really be want you give me the bell this morning, la ringa.
You will ring her later.
Because all the inside and I for talk to. And I want for begin first for take you on. I feel safe. Any one of we, based on the data where you get and the history, your knowledge base about this country also. If anyone per we they talk something we not to do, you can ring the bell and correct them. But as you say, you not don't do that this morning. So now I make a one like you give me the bell, I ring them by you. So that the audience could not say, one want to tell Lamran and self keep blonde out.
Blonde up waiting.
Good. Well, I can't to the point.
No, Mambu.
No, Arika.
No, Mambu, not to me, you they get conversation.
No, I know, yeah.
No.
Yeah, not truth me there.
No, set the tone of the conversation.
No, but yeah, not truth me.
No, yes, but we for set the tone of the conversation. It's if you disagree with Sidi on anything he say, you can actually interject and make.
No, I know the interject.
No, but you get the opportunity for make your points. It's not about me and you or me, you and Sidi.
No, wait till I bring you.
No. You don't need for bring me into conversation. In what
because
context?
Thank you. The studio host, you know, na studio in that. Oh, you can't. Na two no more.
Yeah, but you get the opportunity now. So make the.
So now make that they take you on first.
No, you shouldn't. No, you're not for come with a statement and like you're taking me on. Taking me on for what?
Okay, for ring the bell.
No, make your point, man.
Okay, so the point was Sidi Sidoya and say now they bring the rural electrification project and they be get money by now. All the chiefdom there they be get money for make sure say all the chiefdom there na salon get light, be connected by light. That is a blatant lie. If somebody Sidoya and talk them thing and they you for able for give me the bell, make a ring and
no. You
what you for say what you don't talk Sidi na this morning na lie. So now make I tell you waiting at the truth.
Come on, man.
The ADB in 2016 give an Eskroma 74.5 million euros. You understand? $65.9 million under the ADB project for the rural electrification project. Go read the audit report for 2015. What he say? That money went missing. World Bank give an Eskroma under the report 2013, page 14.1.2. They gave over $200 million combined for roads, internal roads. They road and they contractors like Alimo, contractors like Gento, been forget part of their money then they for make road the internal district roads them across the country. What happened? They squandered that money there. Part of the reason why World Bank left in 2016, why they pull out from the Anescoma-led government, because they not be able to account for some of them projects and they wouldn't left, and then project and they left uncompleted. Now make I tell you another tactics. I want one day bring Alimo na this studio, a contractor where they make road, and call an Alimo group of companies. A day bring a camp. When President Bio take over power in 2018, the government of Salon, where an Escoma government left, they left almost close to $1 trillion local debt for pay local contractors where they make road. Now we can't pay that money. How we pay that money? The single treasury account where APC on our wave plan for implement when I didn't fall out with the donor them. We come we implement them. President Bio implement quick fiscal policy disciplinary measures within the economy. Beef up the NRA, the enforcement powers, expand the NRA reach and implement the single treasury account. What it down the lead with to? We get a beef up in local revenue generation. Local revenue mobilization went up. And then local revenue then we use for service then debts then where the APC left. Now, APC been get money from ADB for give 7 town then lights. Now this town here, 7 town then get that money since 2014. Onto the term where they left. The only town where they put light na Poloko. Now they didn't put her. Audit report will come out 2017 clearly capture her. That they're not able to trace that money back. Go back and read the audit report because in SLPP, well, at this APC don't like we for because we talk facts and we talk data. Now, when President Bio take over under Mission 300, it begin back under Kanja Sisi. Remember when Ina be minister, when Kanja Sisi and President Bio go na Qatar, the Qatari government and other development partners decided for help President Bio under the renewable energy project. not to rural electrification, under the renewable energy project, decided for help with government for make we take electricity across the country. And as I see also now, I get the data. Over 59 chiefdoms in Sierra Leone get renewable energy, including Bonkelenke and Mashaka, because they wanted in a quick chiefdom, the way they close, we be able to access Mashaka. We put the electricity then the electricity where they put so now, you see the APC now people away, then criminally smart. You understand, eh? Now they can come one point in time and can say, government na continuity. But then when SLPP do something, oh no, now we begin now. Now we. You understand not so? World Bank give APC money for make Kailan Road from Kenema to Kailan. Who said they stop her? But part of their own local, of their own domestic revenue, where for put in the project. The World Bank money stop the road na Bedembu. The APC government before put their own local counterpart funding in that project, they forget them to Kailan 17 miles. They not do it. They left her. So for we now the SLPP, we they do tangible development, now we they design the project.
Okay.
We make sure say we implement the project.
Okay.
Two things, Lamana, this morning. Number one, in the SLPP, we believe say the lives of the people of this country, they matter most to we. Now he make what we can, we say waiting, human capital development.
Okay.
We build the capital base of Sierra Leone.
Mambu.
But to your point, Lamana.
Exactly. So me question
So you
now.
question,
Yes.
Lamana. We na the SLPP believe say, unlike the APC, when we lose election, SLPP, three things and they will get where APC not get. And I the challenge on this morning and that. Make it call one APC big fund for where they lost power in 2018. One APC big fund. Where apart from playing politics every day, also they work. And all day. So for we at the SLPP, we believe say politics na service, not a place for make money. Politics for us is not a livelihood, but it is a means to serve the people.
Waiting at
For
the
we
APC, waiting at the SLPP, the young criteria, waiting on the look at in declaring say yes, this election is free and fair and we accept them in whatever way.
The first thing we look at now the pronouncement from the body we get the responsibility for pronounce the result. Because if you get institutions, you don't get faith and trust in those institutions, then there is no need for let you create them. You understand? They say you get you devil, now you force for make them. Now you force for freedom before other people are freedom. The first thing where SLPP can look forward to, now the ECSL pronouncing whether they win an election. That's not the first thing. The moment that one they happen, first we get solace in that as a party for say, okay, there has been an official pronouncement by the body we charge with the responsibility for doing. They will go quickly now and converge. What will be the next step? And the next step are clearly there inside the law. The Constitution of Salon gives 7 days for petition the result. So for we can listen the final pronouncement of a result. After that, they don't happen. Then we look at the other options where the law give we for make we use effectively for challenge that result. And we don't do one at this country here. And then they can help for curb the problems then with it. In 2007, Lamrana, if Solobi not be take up a phone and call an escroma, what will all the talk so now will not the talker. See this I talk say attack to them party office and he say an escroma go now party office. That is a blatant lie. An escroma even wonder if he's a bit the road for gonna SLPP party office. No left handed. In 2007, where they kill woman, they rape 19 women na SLPP party office. Sidi, let's Sidi ask me, where are those 19 women where they raped in 2007? 314 young men were tortured. Some they cut their ears, some they cut their toe. Look them then our party office up to today. Let's see this and tell the people of this country, waiting na be the remuneration where APC provide for them. Boya Rumende, we don't know this country na Boya Rumende. I don't know if Sidi Sabida village would call Boya Rumende. People, APC stakeholders, they don't know publicly na Boya women, they say, if you vote for SLPP in this village here, so this next year, nobody know for sleep day.
Okay,
but then you bring a very important point, last summer up, where you say, does winning now the only thing where any political party go accept for say the election was free and fair, for winner the SLPP, the answer is no.
Okay.
So what will they continue for say? Make we not continue, we two political parties, not for continue for you Sierra Leoneans as political pawn. You know why? Because the people of this country lives matters to us, the SLPP. The people of this country lives should matter. Now make us a political party. Whenever the SLPP lost power, would they go back now various professions? Would they go teach? Then they go teach. Would they go back abroad for go continue look for work. Then they go look for work. Whether they go back na farm. But in the APC, the crop of them, since they lost power,
Mambu.
they don't around, they roam around this power. They threaten this power. But the message you get for APC this morning, this man will sit down so na me bother. You understand? Make we come together. Because these two political parties owe it to the people of this country for make we unite under one cause. Now, make we young government, the President Biode suggest, say, make we get a power sharing move from the legislative to the executive.
Well, they cancel
so
that.
all of them have problem here.
Well, they cancel that. I just want to read with the notes, the points where you end with. How now they come together. In the agreement for national unity, point 5 and 6 clearly say both parties agree to the institutionalization of an inter-party dialogue framework between the APC and SLPP and other political parties. It will be facilitated by the government. Both parties commit to re-engineering and rekindle the relationship within the national socio-political ecosystem, such as between His Excellency the President and former political leaders, former presidents and vice presidents, the APC and SLPP leadership. This agreement was signed after the 2023 election, but it seems the political party, they don't forget about this part safe. How do you rekindle this and ensure, say, the messaging, the relationship, the public understands, say, we're going into this election not to war, who that win, go accept, who that loss, go accept, and we move along as well as a country. This partner, the agreement, Sidi, from the opposition perspective, how much don't they do?
We don't do a lot, but before I go there, I need to make certain corrections then first. In the first place, World Bank no ever give the APC party 200 million for doing internal roads. One, all of the internal roads we do in this country, in every district, by the way, every district headquarter town of this country get the internal roads done. And those were funds from locally sourced revenue. We've been very good at revenue mobilization under the APC. That is one. Secondly, we don't get any company in this country we name, as far as I know, Mambu they forget, say me not just national publicity secretary, me I've been government minister. So a lot of these policies I know, as sit on a cabinet, I know them. Secondly, we not get, as far as I know, we not get any company in this country we name Alimo Group of Company. I know say we have Pavi Fort, where the general manager and Alimo, we also been get some internal roads for Kwenadugu district where it do. Just like we give other companies them, we will empower Sierra Leonean companies because our policy was for make sure say we embark on the local content. Have Sierra Leoneans, we go own them companies, then they make the country and make sure say revenue spread and we build the middle income. That is one. Secondly, as still a challenger, say we've been get the rural electrification project where of course we be done complete 50 chiefdoms in this country. Shegbima is one. I know that one day for sure because me, like I say, I've been government minister, are the challenger for bring the audit report where they talk say we misappropriate World Bank funding. Of course, the funding will be get available for the Kailan Road. That is why we constructed our road from Kenema all the way to Usa. We stop. And yes, they don't can complete and they don't reach to Kailan, but in fact, the funding will be available, not supposed for stop to Kailan. It was supposed to stop to Kwendu. So not can, exactly, so that is good. So not can for distort history. But having said that, Lamrana, what I'm saying is we don't do a lot as far as institutionalizing, inter-party dialogue framework. Thanks to the PPRC, we don't meet as political parties. We don't develop the terms of reference, and we don't even develop a work plan. Mambuya, we don't attend a couple of meetings together with the deputy chairman, very much active with some of them meetings. So we don't do things them way.
So now the meeting at corner, but when can't public, it looks like there is tension. Is that what is happening?
Well, it is not supposed to be like that. That is why when they make the statements where want for accept Yayah, we come out as a political party and raise concern that no, this is not how it should be. We don't talk to the people of this country, say, we go get a civil society, we go be democratic, we go be acceptable by all. And, you know, we as political party not feel say we for mix the military, we for mix the ONS, we for mix the police power with politics. Then get the responsibilities as forces of this nation. And then forces, then they not there for one political party. I always they say, the soldier man, they feel the same pain with me, the ordinary man they feel. The policeman, they go months in order to get a ration for rest because until they not pay the contractor where they supply the rest on time. So then they go 2-3 months without the ration where they're supposed to get a month. Where they sit down there, they happen. So that policeman and family, they go through the same pain where the ordinary citizen they go through. So it don't mean say we the politician where they out there always until you they get free fuel every week, free, you know, all thing every week. You feel say you for now use the police against the ordinary citizens of this country. That is what we not get for accept as a political party, and that is why we came out swinging. Let us tailor our discussions on policies. Now we are all talking about waiting the Hamburg in this country, the drug issue. These are things how we get for make sure say we solve them problems and how we get for make sure say we solve electricity problems, how we get for make sure say we solve for once the water issue. Clean drinking water, not just for Freetown but across this country. How we get for make sure say if I sick, I know say I go to any health facility with a government hospital and get the requisite treatment what I need. These are the things we're supposed to discuss as politicians jointly. And one person will get a solution to all of them problems.
Mambu, how are they strengthening inter-party dialogue as part of the agreement for national unity? Now, one of the recommendations and then commitments where both political parties they make, for the meet regularly and discuss and see how we go put our message them. We're not going to lead with what we get after 2023. Go sit on back on disagreement.
I want to refer Sidi, go back and read former President Kabai handing over notes. Then he go able to educate himself as former cabinet minister for no say. A lot of the things we then do in this country when it comes to infrastructure, the peace building fund under the United Nations, President Kababi already don't source the money, including the completion of the Bumbuna Phase 1 under the World Bank. So all those resources been there. They meet this country. When the APC take over this country in 2007, they meet and done ready for kickoff. Now we can say we SLPP can fix. We will take over in 1996. We fix this country. We done the war. We set them and the path for kickoff. Now we then take over quickly in 2012, 2013. We became the fastest growing economy. Why? Because the minerals like iron ore, them boom. You understand? But at the end of the day, they misuse all the resources and left the country on life support. Now so we take this country from them under life support. Now we don't put the country on life support. We generate local revenue. The partners get confidence in we. 3 years to the end of we second term. The partners, they still get huge confidence in we. We don't bring back MCC. We don't bring back all the other development partners, then confidence back. We don't win them back. The EU there, we just don't get the mission 300. We first don't go submit them, approved for revitalize with energy sector. Now this country also. It shows the SLPP agenda for salon, not for cosmetic or quick fix. Like we didn't do overbloatedly with the Wilkinson Road. We now the gap by parts. We now we back the fix up under we government. But we the fix generational problems. Just like we President Bio can tell the people any side where he go, like we go open the Matana and Akono, he tell them say people that don't commit generational injustices against the people of Kono. But today, with the help for save lives, now this country also. So for we, that being said, Lamrana, for we now the SLPP, we uphold the values of democracy and peace in this country. Lamrana, I want to let this sink in today. Now you studio here publicly. The people of the SLPP, the peace of this country, the harmony of this country, the cohesiveness of this country, the SLPP take a personal. In a something way, it is personal to we. You know why? Because now we fight for them. We don't lay with life down for them. We don't sacrifice with power for them. You know what it means for a democratically government shape power with a rebel in the name of peace? The SLPP have done all that, Lamrana. The people of this country know say we don't do all of that one day. President Bio, they talk about president. When President Bio take over power 2018, he be there in Lodge na Juba. What he do? He call all the APC stakeholders. Lamrana, I know say you follow that story. President Bio called them all na Juba. He form an inter-party committee between the APC and the SLPP for go village to village, town to town at this country also, for talk to people them, for make everybody calm down. President Bio met 2 times with the former president, 210. The last one, it take 2 hours into 1-to-1. Now, Lisa, within a truth media, now State House. President Bio met with the former President Koroma. 2 hours, they sit down inside an office, that they talk. You understand that they share ideas on how for carry this country go.
At this stage, where do we take this inter-party dialogue? You know, at a time like this, we're leading to election 2020.
So we can begin now. Now we get this push fight. I don't tell you say from here, me and my brother, we either they go to the APC party office or we go to the SLPP party office. Let's go work on a joint concept. I already have a concept. We are one for use this medium also for talk to political leaders, especially those at the SLPP, for can support we financially, so that we'll take this fight and join His Excellency for take this fight of Kush across the country. Okay. And we can even do it jointly with me brother Naya, the 2 publicity secretaries office, one at the APC and one at the SLPP. We can jointly do joint press release and move across this country also for whole town hall meetings, radio discussion, jointly together, for call on the youth mandate in this country for say, Kush not good for you, and Kush not for be political. We all for take a month and we for fair. So this morning, we want for use this medium, me and my brother we sit there, for call on well wishers. Make we can put resources behind this and support the political parties. Okay. Because when political parties take the message, you remember, Corona, when political, they talk about Corona, Ebola we can help them for faith. You remember Corona also, when President Biu called Paulo Conte. The rest is history. Now State House, we know what happened. So we call on well-meaning Sierra Leoneans for can support my office financially so that we go take up the fight and join His Excellency for take up the fight as political parties, the fight of Kush, so that we can go around this country. But be rest assured, the peace of this country, the SLPP will continue for maintain them, protect them, and work with all stakeholders, including the opposition party, where necessary. Now, it make you talk one thing to Alamrana. President Bio, as part of the unity agreement, they be required for make public statement. For the first time in the history of this country, an investigation or a committee don't hold the president say if we make a public statement, and the president been get to make a public statement for call on the country for come together. That shows how democratic and peaceful the SLPP government is.
Let's take some comments from we viewers them this morning. This first one are from Peter Beckley Senior. He say Mambu has dominated the media space again today, and that should not surprise anyone. Mambu represents passion, courage, and conviction, and Sierra Leone needs more of that. Adams Bangura say we understand Mambu has a job to do, but to have him tell such lies that former President Kuma never visited the SLPP headquarters when it was attacked is classless. Another one say, thank you, Lamrana, for moderating a very civilized conversation this morning. This is how we should have people talk to the public to let them understand what they're doing and their commitment to the peace of this country. Another one say, Sierra Leone should not be allowed to go to war again because of politics. We are one people. We should maintain the peace in this country. We'll take a few more. We still the camp people and still the same message. From Boga Momo, Kama and Kenma, in the fight against Kush, we need to see ourselves as class, not individuals. Another message on our Facebook page. They say, indeed, Mambu is the new sheriff in town for the SLPP. He will definitely lay out our agenda so that we can win the election in 2028. So, you know, when it's politics, a lot of people and they comment and they message them. Always, it's either one way or the other. The promise was to fix the economy within 6 months and address the trade, the bread and butter issue because angry Boku. Then they come off from Victor Aku Mengot. Another one say, yes, you know, some of the comments, you know, it directs politics. Please, let the conversation be this way. They look for actually the school and look for the one them way actually not get any attack. Please let the conversation be this way. This is how civilized nations should be communicating and especially to we the voters so that we can learn. The biggest problem affecting us is putting the wrong people in the wrong place. Let's stop these sentiments and ensure that we fix this country. Another one say we are tired with both SLPP and APC. They are both not serious political parties. Gen Z, we need to do something about these so-called leaders. Now, them message and they will take, we'll get reaction from we guess them. This other one say it's high time we take the military away from the presidential task force. We should not politicize our military. I get another message where somebody sent directly to me, and I don't know if we veers them now, Australia, I think I need for read Dandy. They say the two political parties should be mindful of their public statements ahead of the 2028 elections. When conflict arises, it is the poor people who suffer the most. During the senseless war in our country, it was the poor people who endure hardship while the families of the powerful remain safe. Then they come up from Martin Wisha Conte, now Australia. We'll take that comment and then get reaction quickly from we get them Sidi. There from the people, some people and say it's the same thing with APC and SLPP. But what you would try for do actually is ahead of the election, we get forgetting gentlemen then for council on specific issues and project them. You know, from whose side we come out, whose side we day and whose side we go. So we go get the data, we go ask the question and get the conversation around that. But you know, from the public as well. It seems like most people they agree say the political party, they want the politicians and get a responsibility for set the agenda and the tone in waiting we get for say ahead of the elections 2028. Waiting at the assurance to the public that the APC go stick to waiting at the issues and not send out a message we could bring some problem.
The APC gets a responsibility, of course, like I stated earlier, for make sure say we maintain peace. I talked earlier say most of the development of this country now we responsible. And so we know say as a government in waiting our responsibility for ensure say we maintain the peace so that when we come into office we continue on with where we left as far as development concerned. And we make sure say we better the lives of the people of this country again, Lamrana. And I have to say this, you know, we always don't maintain that posture there. When you look at the contributions of we members of parliament, when you look at the contributions of we councils, and when you look at how we self don't carry we self as the political party, that has been our posture. You know, we there today as truth, me and our truth media for talk through, and consistently I don't take me time, I look at that Quran day, I look at the Bible, I make sure every statement where I don't make Nayasun a statement of fact, statement of truth. You know, treasury single account, now we baby. In fact, we never run away from her as Mambu they insinuate. I was tourism minister under and President Anes by Kuroma. My ministry, now one of the ministry with them pilot treasury single account as a minister them. My ministry, now one of the ministry with them pilots that one day. So I know for sure when I sit on here, that is why I'm saying I'm not only sitting here as a publicity secretary, I'm sitting here as a cabinet minister, we know. And I also don't hear it, then they talk about this mission 300 plenty. They give the impression to this country as if we don't go secure $2.2 billion for renewable energy for Sierra Leone. That is not true. Would they have for talk true to the people of this country, mission 300 not to for one country, and not to win at the first country we present, as Mambu they say in Ayaso. We get about 30 countries we don't present, we don't accept them proposals them as per what me read. So for can't give the impression to the people of this country say mission 300 na Sierra Leone idea we don't go secure, you know, that is absolutely incorrect. And I don't kind thing there so we no want for what they do to we people of this country for consider for misrepresent the facts, for tell them which is not correct because we want for look good as
we
a
can
government.
Talk about the data,
So
but what's
not
the assurance to the public as we round up this conversation? What's the assurance to the public?
The assurance is that as a political party, we're responsible enough for make sure say we maintain peace. In 2018, when there be the bond with party offices, not to President Bill invite we. Now we go meet them with complaints, with evidence, say, Pa, you don't be president, or don't declare you president. then they burn with people in party offices. They don't drive people in na Kono and other places. Look, then they na Tonkolili. We need to do something. Yes, a committee was formed. We go to Tonkolili and other parts of the country. A report was presented, but that was the end. But we are saying, where we are as a nation, this country is small. When Sierra Leone peaceful, when development come, now we all enjoy. They suffer today as a country because clearly the war affects we. Spoil a lot of infrastructure. It caused brain drain at this country. We plenty experts that left we and go to other countries and we never come again. Even the young one, we don't go to other countries and they will don't become experts. Then they afraid for come back to this country because they feel say the facilities, the basic facilities we for them at the country not there. And as political parties, we don't govern this country. I believe say, especially we. When our young people are now, where they are the helm of affairs, now them political parties, and they, whether we find ourselves in a governance or opposition, I think say we for change the narrative. We for change the narrative, for focus on developing this country, for focus for better the lives of the people of this country, for make sure say we hold government and even the opposition accountable for do what's right by the people of this country. Rhetorics, then we go threaten the peace. Rhetoric, then we go make sure say we are divided as a nation. We for drop them. When we need for come together as parties, as government and opposition, we for come together for make sure say we push this country forward. Because at the end of the day, not only one country we get. I did tell Mambu who sit on outside. I say when I go Oba this year, I don't ever see myself as opposition because it did not feel that way. I've seen myself with people with me and then go school, with me and then eat condo together, with me and then lay down at the same dormitory. We grew up together and we go work out every day. I saw my brothers. I saw people where all my life na me and then they sit down, plan things together. I don't see why it will be different in governance and opposition.
Okay.
When we do things that way, we people go gladly, development go happen faster in this country, we go solve problems faster. So let we drop the rhetorics. We want for win election, but let we do it in a way where you know go cause chaos, where you know go cause problem in this country, and in a way where at the end of the day, if President Bill feels say he go able call on Tunis as an opposition for make a statement, we go make sure say the country will go forward. If we go forward, we as political leaders, we get more responsibility for ensure say we continue to be the role models where the people want we for be, and that also require we for talk to. It require we for be sincere in which we did make. Not only for consider on our truth, because Lamrana, they ask me questions, I get for make for let President Bio look good, I say statement for let President Nkrumah look good. No. If for be statements of facts, and if for be statements where they encourage we as nation to move forward.
Yes. How do we keep the peace and assure on our supporters them for understand say Sierra Leone is bigger than all of us, including them political party they are. You know, if peace there, I'm party then go able to rule and we develop this country.
So I just wish like we my brother refer to the Quran, say they watch them, they can hold an hand. You understand, eh? For make we put some things into and this morning. And they look the Quran. We also they look at me, I able hold an hand and tell and say, nobody in the SLPP, both the party and government, no say mission 300, 2.1 billion, now for Salon no more. That one didn't miscalculation. But one thing where I go tell and we not true, Salon are the first country where we propose that we they accept na mission 300 because we already get experience from the development of the compact for the MCC. So it was easy for generate them, and when we go to the United Nations, they accept them. When I see the certificate of acceptance, and it's a project where they run between 5 to 10 years for make sure say they help Salon. And that money they not for Salon no more. Lamrana, I want to make you know that. I also want to make Sidi hold the Quran this morning where me go to ring the bell for tell and say APC not put light na 50 chiefdom there na this country, including Shebema. They not put on there, then they not happen, and then they not to true. You understand? It is fact. So I just hope say go hold the Quran and swear say APC not put light na 50 chiefdom then at
Daniel, I go hold am for
the
sure,
So you go all alone as well.
Yeah,
I go hold am for sure and say na two at the top.
50 community, 50 chiefdom then at this country.
Like I say, we can forget
For we,
debate.
yeah, we'll get am. For we now the SLPP, make I just say this now. You see, sometimes people can talk, say, Mambu can look for contextualize a statement before you actually answer the question. Because the generation what we get today, they're not able to understand what happened before we get to 1996. Now, new generation, then just one go before quick, the AI age. But sometimes, even when you dey run, we need for mass them break, say, hey, stand a little bit. For now, get here, people and me, they will be don't do certain things, we help we for make we get so how we did so. Today, Lamrana, now I make sometimes I can deviate a bit, try for create the context so that people learn where they follow your program, go understand how we they come out from. Because picking and they will get for votes in 2018, they don't be see what happened in 1991, till build up to 1996. If they be there alive, they don't be too understand. So na make. For we na the SLPP Lamrana, we they continue for commit ourselves to peace. But for we not to push over. We don't say one of the two we don't panic the APC right now. Now because they don't see the pious and the type they lead SLPP anymore. They see young, energetic, vibrant people who understand, who relatable. As I say, watch the way we dress me into this morning. You see the funkiness in me. You see me color blend. Young people that they relate to her. Say, I want to be Mambu. I like the way they dress. I like the way they blend and color them. You understand? This is what young people want for wake up and resonate with. Not to that old type. So the APC surprise, where the SLPP go now, been to money for 2 days. We elect people and we not to push over. We elect people and we know in depth about not only politics, but the day-to-day lives of the people. The day-to-day lives of the people. Okay. I'm glad you Lamrana also for all don't sit there to today. You know, one word from Lamrana, from Sidi, who say they talk say, rest don't come up from rest don't they go up, this don't they go up, or down they don't they go up. You know why? Even from you sometimes. Because we don't stabilize the country, we don't remove this economy, you understand, from the corona economy. We don't bring a comeback on track. When you read the World Bank 2022 report, 2023 to 2024, we estimated the economy for grow by 5.5% by next year. The stabilization, what we do. So for we, now the SLPP and this government, we focus for make sure, say, we deliver for the people. You they see APC, they all over the place now, na flag bearer campaign that they think about. They know they think about no other thing. But we now the SLPP focus for make sure, say, we join President Bio. And as the Minister of Information under this government can say, where you don't effectively use them, Salon big pass we all Lamrana. It don't mean say we sit there and so today, you know my enemy if you know they support the SLPP. And only the SLPP party. Today, I'll tell you this. We chairman, we now current chairman from Bo. You understand? Na Mendema, we deputy chairman, na local man, Robert Konde Makabo is the first local man we don't hold high position. Na any political party in this country. Robert Konde Makabo. We Secretary General Parande Bona na Falaba, it grow up na Bo. We not to Kamakwe Road executive. The SLPP is the only national political party where nationality, the nationalization of a political party.
What's the assurance
not
to
mean
the public?
In literature, but in actual practice.
You get
so the assurance,
now, yeah.
The assurance, Sierra Leoneans will assure on this. Under the leadership of the leader of the party, President Julius Maada Bio, we will not say during the difficult times, where even some people in the APC be there on the bed, a lay in life don't swear an oath for protect this country. As a military man, a sacrifice in life and return this country to peace together with his colleagues there, by taking one singular action. Fast forward the SLPP where they saw today, under the poor man party, Sir Jimmy Batilo Songa as the battalion commander, the field marshal INSESF, supported by all we the brigade commanders within the context of we party. We will continue for maintain the peace of this country. We will continue for work with your colleagues and at the APC and every other political party for make sure say the peace of this country is sustained, is maintained, and for we at the SLPP will continue for assure the listening and the viewers around the world this morning for say the SLPP they keep the power in 2028 through una legitimate votes, not to by any other means we get for maintain the power on first ballot, but not through una legitimate votes
Mambu.
And an election we get for be free, fair, and credible. We get for winner. But again, I want for make una know say whether you not read. If I find less some of una can let una see we before they bring we at the studio, how me and my colleague Sidi be they talk outside. The ideas and what they share. So outside the studio, we not to enemies outside politics.
And we hope say that
SLPP, APC, we get side and what they meet. Make we continue for do so. Una way they down yonder, make we all come together. Because at the end of the day, in the words of President Bio, Salome, a big pass we all.
Thank you so much, Moses Mambu, National Public Relations Officer of the ruling Sierra Leone People's Party, and Sidi Tunis, the National Publicity Secretary of the opposition APC. I give the bell on a ringer now as we end the.
No, na me first for don't ringer pass.
Yeah, well, we go pass and give. We go pass and give. The only Quran.
Yeah, me say the whole.
The camera no dey see.
Yeah, no, okay, give me.
Oh, Mambu na Muslim.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, get the bell. Yes. Yeah, the camera dey see. Okay. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you so much for the conversation. At least that this would try for do get some conversation. Political party then they get in differences, but you know this country big pass we all in peace and stability very important because I don't know more than enjoy. I don't know they make we able consider in the morning and talk. So we go continue for do this. We go get the conversation, the analysis of what's in the happen and what's not the happen. Usa don't come out there and Usa they go. Definitely we can forget that's not the program as we move ahead to the 2028 election. Thank you so much, gentlemen. We take a quick break. We'll come back. They can close the program. And then we look forward to tomorrow. Thanks for being with us and continue for stay with me.
We mandate it where the grammar. Now FM salon point every day. I keep in a party, me say every day. Radio station. For all the politicians, me say right down day. The party king well, the party king jam. Nancy there. The talking plenty and the shocking one. So argument. Ruling party king day, opposition themselves king day. I tell you. Third first king day, Vuvuzela themselves king day. Oh, this now we party. Political party for all the politicians, me say right down there. Because I want to make them know now politics stop put VBM. Ruling party. Now politics stop put VBM. Opposition. Now politics stop put VBM. Now politics stop put VBM.
Politics don't put we bien. Politics not for put we bien. We definitely politics na part of what you do. Na part of the democratic process. Politics for push we go before because we need political parties. We need politicians. Enough for put we bien. Oh, for push we go before. For develop na the driver, na the platform we use for develop this country. And don't get this conversation today. At least we don't get commitment. That is what we do here. We don't get commitment. This thing we archive now. You know, we go use them for all people accountable of waiting they say or waiting they do. You know, sometimes we need decorum. We just need some civilized conversation and understanding of waiting politics mean and waiting them political party they are mean to we. You know, they get huge following. Young people, a lot of people, they follow politicians and political parties. Them, a message them very important. If you say, "Chew, go yonder," hey, they don't go. So we need for tone down and then sure say we keep the peace. Let this conversation and be about issues and waiting they do, waiting then they do, and waiting then they do for move this country go before. Waiting at the challenges or waiting the opposition say one do. And then conversation, then they will get for the get. Well, thanks everyone for joining us this morning. Thanks to all we viewers them from across the country and across the world. Thanks to people in our radio land, with people them online. We appreciate on our time. The Truth Morning Devotion, they continue tomorrow, 6:30. But as always, don't forget, say we all get a responsibility as a citizen for push this country go before. For do waiting right, avoid waiting wrong. Serve your conscience. Be a law-abiding citizen. You know, then people who they keep them people and then community them. Where police go for them, they hide them. Una self na part of the problem. Yeah, they all play with parts. Serve your conscience. Be honest, truthful, sincere. For God and country, you know, it's important. But above all, members say that the true nine they always last. For tell friend true, no the poor friend. Oh. You know, for poor friend. You know, we need for talk to we save somehow. You know, do waiting right and waiting important for push this country go before. Me na Amadou Lamrana Ba, you principal, headmaster, teacher, Rebel ringa. Bell. Ring the bell. Bell, yeah. Yeah, the bell is very important. The bell are the symbol of truth, symbol of raising awareness against drug abuse in our country, in our communities as well. We'll continue for ringam. If person vex, lay vex by vex, no mix pan person in vex. You don't get time for dandy. It's moving forward, you know. Me now an humble servant. As always, it is a pleasure serving you and doing this together. I'll continue for play with your part in your little way. Definitely, this place could change. Continue for stay with we. Follow Truth Media on our socials and listen to we on 103.9. Until we meet back tomorrow, have a lovely day and stay blessed.